Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So for today's video, I actually forgot to film an intro and this is quite a few days afterwards, but I thought I'd just do a little impromptu intro anyway, instead of just like jumping right into it. But today's video is a project pan video, my very first one, which I'm really excited about. I actually have been panning all of these products for probably like 2 months now, if not longer than that, but I'm just starting to film it now, and I have all those products on my face right now that I'll be showing in the video, and then I'll show more products that I'm panning as well. But yeah, today is a project pan, and the beginning of it I show you the products I'm panning as well as putting them on my face. And I'm really excited for these videos and this whole project, so I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna clip my bangs back, and hopefully when I take them out they won't be all funky from the clips. So the first item, I actually had this in my project pan before I decided to film anything, and I'm actually nearly done with this, so I don't know if I'll add it, but I'll show you, I guess, like the progress. So, I mean, I started this with a like full container, and now I really just have to squeeze out the very last bits of it. This isn't something that I'm going to cut open and try and get every last drop, because I don't know, I don't want to. So I think once I'm done squeezing all of it out, then that'll be the last of that product. But I'm gonna layer these two things because I'm trying to use them up, and that is the Glossier Priming Moisturizer and then this Spackle Hydrating Moisturizer by Gellar. I'm trying to use both of these up or pan them. So to use them up, layer them. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna start with the Glossier Priming Moisturizer because it's more of like a proper moisturizer as compared to the Gellar one. So I'm just gonna slap this on my face as if it's a moisturizer. Forgot my rings. And then I'm gonna throw on some of the Gellar Spackle Hydrating Primer. I actually really enjoy this. I don't think it like helps with the longevity of my makeup, but it is very moisturizing, and I have quite dry skin, so it's nice to have a product that helps moisturize it. So I'm just gonna put this on as well. And while that settles into my skin, I'm gonna put on this Neutrogena Hydra Boost Hydrating Lip Treatment. I am also trying to finish this one up. I actually have quite a lot of this used up already, as you can see. But I'm just gonna try and use this up. It's not my favorite lip balm ever. It's a little too oily for my taste and not balmy enough. It doesn't have enough like stick to it, so I just use this to use it up, essentially. It is really good for lip swatch videos though, because it's so oily, it really breaks down the previous color and moisturizes the lips as well. So I think I will miss this when it's gone, but not a ton. And then next I'm gonna go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer because it is almost gone, and I'm just gonna squeeze out the last bits. And I really have to like, do that because that's really the only way I'm able to get product out. And this is really good too. That might be like the second to last squeeze that I can get out of this product. But this one's really nice. It fills in my pores. It's definitely that like silicone type primer, which isn't my favorite texture ever, but it does the job and it does help with longevity of makeup as well. So It's nice, but not the best on the market in my opinion. Okay, and now I have two products that I have been trying to use up for a very long time, and a way for me to try and use them up is to use them as multiple or in multiple ways. It is the Glossier stretch concealers. I have two shades. These are the old shades. I have dark 30 and medium 20, and they have since reformulated these and use completely different shade names for them, and they have expanded them as well. And I love this product so much, and it's such a beautiful dewy base as a foundation. So I mix these colors together and I use them as a foundation just completely all over my face, and I'll concentrate the lighter shade, the medium 21, on my under eyes for correction, but I'll just dip into both of them like this and just pat that all over my face and use it as a foundation. And I have a feeling I'm gonna use these up pretty quickly because I'm using them all over my face instead of just like targeted areas, which forces me to use more product, which I'm not mad about because these are quite old and I'm sure they're expired. But I don't know, they haven't broken me out or anything, and I like the finish on my face when I wear them. I always get the dewiest looks when I use these as a foundation because it is such like a creamy, reflective kind of concealer. And I've already actually repurchased this concealer because I like it so much under my eyes, because I have fairly dry under eyes because of my eczema, and I have a hard time finding concealers that don't really age my under eyes and make them look all old and crusty and like, I don't know, like they need help. So I really like this one for the under eyes. And you can just see like how luminous my face looks with this. It's just really, really pretty as a base. And that way I can use it up really quickly as well. So it's lovely. And because my face is so dewy now, I'm gonna set it, and I'm gonna set it with this powder that I'm trying to finish up as well. It is the Fit Me 220 Matte and Poreless powder, this one right here. And I wanna say I'm gonna hit pan really quick on this one because you can see like the ridges on it, and I feel like when you can see the ridges, it means you're gonna finish it soon, I hope. I haven't hit pan on a powder product like this in so long. I think since like high school, because I'm such a makeup addict and I just keep buying makeup I don't need, and then I never finish anything up. So it would be really cool to be able to finish this powder up and hit pan on it, because I haven't hit pan on something in such a long time. So I'm just gonna use this to powder up the face. And now I'm gonna bronze, and the bronzer that I'm trying to use up is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I have made quite a, okay, you can't really tell by looking at it right now, but I've dipped into this a lot, and a lot of the like rippling in here is diminished, and I think I'm gonna get a lot of progress on this over the summer and stuff because it's a really pretty bronzer. But I'm gonna use this to bronze my face, and I really go in there because I'm trying to pan it. So I just pick up as much as I possibly can, and because it's like the lightest of the shades, I believe, or maybe like second to lightest or something. I'm not sure. It doesn't super show up on my face, so I have to really build it up to get that pigment that I want from a bronzer. So it helps that I'm panning it because I don't mind really digging into the product and trying to get as much out of it as possible. I don't have a highlighter that I want to finish up just because I really like highlighter, and there's none that I want to dedicate myself to because I like switching it up so much. But I do have a blush that I really love, and it would be cool to be able to pan, and it's the Tower 28 blush in Magic Hour. So when I was thinking about a blush that I want to try and pan, I was like, I want a blush that I love, that I'm not going to get sick of wearing, that is going to excite me to wear every single time that I wear it because I know I'm going to be wearing it a lot. And the first thing that popped into my mind was this Magic Hour one, because this is like one of my go-to blushes and I never get sick of it, and I don't know, it's just like something that I know I'll continue to enjoy and I want to repurchase anyway if I end up using it up. So yeah, that's the blush that I'm gonna try and pan, and it is a really good color for me, both in the summer and the throughout the entire year for me, really, because it's just like a very neutral shade on me and I can wear it with so many different makeup looks. It's my go-to blush when I don't know what to wear, so I knew I wouldn't get sick of it. And I had picked another blush and I just I don't know, I got sick of using it and it didn't excite me, so I ended up removing it from my project pan and then decided on this one instead. And I'm very glad that I did because I know that I'm not going to get sick of this one at all. And another reason I want to pan this one is because it's a cream and those go bad faster and it would just be a shame. So it'd be nice to use this up before it went bad. I love this blush so much, it's so pretty. Love. I think I mentioned this earlier, but I don't have a highlight that I want to pan, so I'm going to use the Phytosurgence Sun Spectral Shine in the shade Dew of Dawn. So gorgeous, I love. They just released these and they are such a stunning formula. They're so weird though. It's like not really cream at all. It's like a hard cream, and it's just such a unique formula, like nothing else on the market. I probably don't even need highlight because the cheeks are very dewy. But yeah, man, these are good. And I'm just so proud of them. They're doing so well in their business, and Jason and Tom, if you're watching this, I'm just so proud of y'all. Like truly. So happy for both of you and so proud of all that you've accomplished this last year, and I cannot wait until you release lip products. Like holy crap, that's gonna be exciting. But yeah, this is what the highlight looks like. I feel like that's not a great representation. You can really see it on my nose though, so that's a good representation, but it's like essentially like undetectable on the skin. It doesn't have any glitters at all and just has like a beautiful sheen. So if you're not one that likes glittery highlight, you would really love this stuff. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna put some right here on my lip as well. Okay, I think I want to do brows now. So I have come to realize that I dislike fat little brow pencils, the ones that have these really thick tips. It's just like really irritating for me to do my brows with them. So I'm trying to use up this Oma one. I actually don't have that much left to use up, just that tiny little bit. And I really do like this brow pencil, like the shade and the texture and everything like that, like the formula of it, but just the shape of this really irritates me. And I know that if I were to rebuy this, I would rebuy their tiny one. They have like a thinner pencil, more like the Anastasia Brow Wiz or something like that, and I would rebuy that instead of this chunky one. And actually, I wanted to buy the thinner one. I digress. I wanted to buy the thinner one, but I accidentally bought this thicker one. So I'm gonna try and use it up. I'm very close to using it up, so that's exciting. But yeah, the formula is actually really good. And the color matches my eyebrows pretty well too. And on this pencil, it actually has this really cool thing in the middle. So if you unscrew the middle part, it has this little highlighter section. So if you want to highlight like your brow bone or your inner corner, you can do that with this, which is really nice because it's like a really good on-the-go type product. And it actually also looks really pretty too, like the shade of this little highlight is very pretty and works really great for my skin tone personally. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I can, and I think it's really pretty. So I do like the formula, like I said, but I hate the size of this, and I just love thinner pencils way more than these thick ones. So trying to use that up very close. And then for brow wax, I have this little chubby pencil that has wax in it from Milani. And it's just so short and small. I'm so close to finishing it up. So I would love to completely use this up. It's quite a weird product to use, and it's kind of hard to use as well. You would think it's not because it's a pencil, and you would think it's like fairly easy to slap onto your brows, but it gets a little messy. You don't know how much you're putting in your brow, and I don't know. It's not my favorite, but I'm so close to finishing it up that I just have to. And it does make my brows look pretty good, so it's not that big of a deal that I don't love it because it gets the job done and it looks pretty good, but it's just not my favorite. It is really nice to travel with though. I can say that. Okay, so that's actually all the products I'm trying to pan. I have a few more bronzers, but they're by brands that I don't like, and I have a lot of concealers that I'm trying to use up actually. These ones and these ones. So I guess I'll share those with you. So I'm trying to use up these ColourPop concealers, and I don't have that much left in, well, I'm like halfway through one of them, and then I have quite a bit left in this one. And what I'm gonna do with these is also try and use them as foundations to use them up. And then I have these two. This one is by Tarte, and this one I'm so close to finishing it up. It's incredible. So I already popped the little plastic thing on the inside. What is that called? The stopper. I popped that out already to try and really scrape the edges of this. So I think I'll use this up fairly quickly. It's really light for me, but sometimes I do try and use this as an all-over foundation, and that's how I'm going to use that up as well. And then I have this Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles concealer as well, and I am almost halfway through this one, probably like a third, a little more than a third, almost halfway. And I actually really enjoy this one. So I think I'm gonna enjoy continuing to pan these, or this one at least. I think I might have a little hard time panning these just because it's not my favorite, but I did wear it the other day and I liked how my complexion turned out. So we'll see, maybe my mind will change about that. And then I have these two powders that I want to use up. This is a bronzer. I want to pan this one. And then this is just a face powder. I would like to pan this one as well. At least hit pan, or finishing it up would be amazing too. But we'll see how that works because I'm not big into wearing powder, and it's also not my favorite. I don't know. So I'm going to finish my face up and I'll be back to finish the video. Okay, so that was all of my project pan items that I'm going to try and pan throughout, I don't know, I guess the year. If I have any updates about removing things or adding products in, I'll definitely let you all know. And I haven't decided if I want to do this monthly or every other month or something like that, just because I don't wear a ton of makeup, and when I do, I try and switch it up often. But I am focusing on these things, so if I do see a moment when I think it's appropriate to share with you, like, holy shit, I hit pan on this item, then I'll share that with all of you. But let me know down below if you want to see monthly updates, or if you just want to see updates when there's something big, like I hit pan, or I don't know, something like that. So let me know what you want to see, if you want to see it monthly. And yeah, I'd also love to know if you're trying to pan any products, and if you're doing a project pan, because I love watching those videos and I enjoy trying to focus on using things up. So it'd be fun to know if you're doing the same thing too. But I hope you're doing well and having a good day or evening wherever you are. And if you have any questions about anything, I don't know what it would be about because it's just a project pan video, but if you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below and I will get back to you. And I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!